Well, good afternoon from wherever you are watching us from. This is Younib TV News at 1. We have a lot lined up for you, but before that, let's take a look at the top stories. Go.
Wednesday is a day that we all should remember that we came to this earth alive and we will leave this earth.
We stand for, that is typically church, we stand for the poor in the first place, for the voiceless, for those who have no rights, for those to whom nobody listens, for those who never end up in the newspapers. If
na kwa kujenga hii sila, watu wa Nairobi, hakuna mtu atadhulumiwa wakati tunafanya hii kazi. Mahali tunahitaji ardhi, tutaketi chini na wananchi wa hapa.
We have come together between the national government and the county government in the interest of the people of Nairobi.
In East Africa, to receive this groundbreaking intervention reflects on our strong leadership and readiness to adopt modern prevention tools that are effective, discreet, and easier to use, especially for individuals who may struggle with daily HIV prevention pills.
Welcome, my name is Elias Muchina. On Wednesday, Catholics nationwide commemorated Ash Wednesday as appeal for fasting and charitable actions echoed at the commencement of the Lent season. The observance marks the initiation of a 40-day duration dedicated to fasting, contemplation, and spiritual rejuvenation for Catholics and numerous other Christians globally. In Nairobi, thousands of worshippers flocked at Holy Family Basilica, where Ash Wednesday masses took place continuously throughout the day.
This season, as well, this Ash Wednesday, we are invited to repent and believe in the gospel. Why? We are meant that we are ashes, and to ash we shall return. Because as human beings, definitely, we shall one day come to die. We are actually passing in this world. So, when you die, where do you want to be?
It has been a very great day, particularly for us Catholics. The day is a day of remembrance. It's called Ash Wednesday. It's a day that we all should remember that we came to this earth alive and we will leave this earth.
We stand for, that is typically church, we stand for the poor in the first place, for the voiceless, for those who have no rights, for those to whom nobody listens, for those who never end up in the newspapers, if not that they find a dead body somewhere.
We want to remind our politicians that they make a country look so muddy because the politics they play is like they're playing in mud. They don't do it correctly. They bring people to that mud so that we are so muddy, we are so ugly, we are so dirty as Kenyans.
It's a time for us to look especially that Kenya that has equality, that seeks justice, and that seeks to defend the human dignity of all, where life means something, where helping the poor, not because we want to be praised, not in front of camera.
Tungependa kuhimiza zaidi viongozi wetu wa kisiasa kwamba tuangalie zaidi maslaha ya wananchi. Tusianze siasa ambazo zitakuwa ni za kutatanisha, kugombanisha.
In spite of the resistance, President William Ruto and Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja embarked on a journey to promote their new agreement. The two leaders examined the development of a new sewer line along the Nairobi River in Lakisama aiming to expedite the restoration of the Nairobi River, which is including in the 4 sectors outlined in the agreement. The president criticized the proposed protest by opposition leaders on Friday, describing it as a regressive action.
Hii SUA itajengwa pande zote za mto wa Nairobi, na kwa kujenga hii SUA watu wa Nairobi hakuna mtu atadhulumiwa wakati tunafanya hii kazi. Mahali tunahitaji ardhi, tutaketi chini na wananchi wa hapa.
We have come together between the national government and the county government in the interest of the people of Nairobi. Umoja ni nguvu, utengano ni udhaifu. Tuendelee ama tusiendelee? Hapa Nairobi bado tuko na barabara nyingi ni ya matope. Na ndio nimeweka pesa bilioni 8 ya kujenga barabara za Nairobi, na nimeongeza bilioni 3 na ndugu zetu MCS tupangane na wao. Hatutaki fujo katika taifa letu la Kenya. Sisi tunaendelea na kazi, sisi tunaendelea na biashara zetu. Ninyi watu wa matusi na makelele na ukabila na ubaguzi, chuma chenu kimotoni.
Na wale wanajaribu kuvuruga ODM Nairobi, tuambie warudi nyumbani. Sisi tunashirikiana na serikali, wana ODM wamekaribishwa Kenya kwanza.
On to other stories, Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has issued a warning regarding the increasing instances of political incitements, which he believes present a significant danger to public order. Speaking in Nakuru County, CS Murkomen revealed that it is believed that Murkomen revealed the law enforcement official had not received prior information about the Kitengela meeting conducted by Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna on Sunday, resulting in their lack of preparedness. At the same time, David Maraga, the leader of the United Green Movement Party and former justice, criticized what he termed as the excuse use of force by police during political gatherings.
Important to report to the police officers in good time. That also was unfortunate that the report was not given to the police officers so they can provide security. People carrying guns from Nairobi, mobilizing them from Machakos to take them to a rally. Why did you go and address the people of that area? Why?
Ambieni wale wanaomba kura, wale wanashindana na wengine, wale ambao wanapanga njama kutafuta magengi na kupiganisha watu, that we will not allow, this government of President William Ruto will not allow, I will not allow as his cabinet secretary, and the Inspector General is not going to allow. Our police officers are under firm instructions to deal with people who are inciting violence against communities with finality.
Na tunaomba bwana IG kangumu ufanye kazi yako, sisi tuko na wewe, so that without enforcing the law and order, preservation of public order, no development will take place.
That's total madness. You don't do that. Eh? So we condemn that very strongly, and we are telling Ruto, relax. Eh? Kenya is moving forward. If you are continuing to remain in the old days, Kenya is moving forward.
Dr. Fred Matiang'i, the deputy leader of the Jubilee Party, has stated that he will not endorse any decision made by the opposition coalition regarding his presidential candidate unless the selection process is conducted in a free, transparent, and inclusive manner. This announcement follows a significant advancement in Matiang'i's aspiration for the State House, as the Party of National Unity (PNU) has officially decided not to present a presidential candidate in 2027, choosing instead to offer its complete support to him.
I see it ought to be an inclusive process, because in alliance building and coalition building, process is as important as the outcome itself. If our interest is unity and to bring everybody together, then honestly there is no substitute for inclusion, including the public, and ensuring that we are open and transparent about this issue. What are we hiding? We are not looking for family leadership, we are looking for public leadership. The people of Kenya should be involved in the process all along.
Lazima tuketi tukubaliane conditions ni gani, na tumeo hizo conditions lazima siwe na uasi, na siwe participatory.
Recognizing his character, leadership, credentials, and proven track record of the transformative public service, the PNU party has resolved that it shall not field a presidential candidate and will instead support Dr. Matiang'i's candidature.
And it also needs to be very clear that this arrangement is within the ambit of the united opposition.
On matters health, there's a renewed sense of optimization for couples facing discordance with the introduction of lenacapavir, a long-acting injectable for HIV prevention in the country. This groundbreaking medication, which is administered only once every 6 months, is regarded as a revolutionary advancement in the battle against HIV. Health professionals assert that it has the potential to significantly alleviate the challenges associated with daily pill consumption and diminish treatment fatigue.
The election of Kenya as the first country in East Africa to receive this groundbreaking intervention reflects on our strong leadership and readiness to adopt modern prevention tools that are effective, discreet, and easier to use, especially for individuals who may struggle with daily HIV prevention pills. The medicine works by blocking critical stages of the HIV life cycle, preventing the virus from establishing infection in the body. Its greatest advantage is that it is administered only twice a year, offering 6 months of protection per single dose. This medicine is neither a vaccine nor a cure for HIV infection, and therefore we continue to urge all those on treatment. At the introduction of this product, the yearly dose then was about $42,000 US. Now these figures come to $7,800 per patient per year. The first phase of implementation of what we have received today will begin in early March and will target 15 counties, followed by a second phase covering another 15 counties, and a final third phase covering the remaining 17 counties, ensuring nationwide access over time.
Lenacapavir is going to be a very instrumental piece in providing HIV prevention in country, as it's a shot, an injection that someone's able to take 2 times a year and will give a full protection.
And let's cross border to Malawi, where the Malawi Health Equity Network and political analysts have welcomed President Peter Mutharika's executive order banning public health workers from overworking private clinics and pharmacies, describing it as a significant step towards reforming Malawi's health sector.
Jobe, the presidential directive presents a critical opportunity to restore professionalism, strengthen accountability, and rebuild public confidence in the national health system. The network has since urged government to ensure strict enforcement and robust monitoring mechanism to guarantee full compliance, and also calling for strong legal protection for whistleblowers who expose malpractice and corruption within public health institutions.
The order collectively identifies the growing and disturbing malpractice where some public health workers solicit bribes from patients or deliberately they direct them to private clinics for treatment.
Describing the directive as a necessary measure to safeguard the integrity of the medical profession and promote fairness in service delivery, Human Resource for Health Coalition HRHC chairperson Solomon David Chomba has appealed to authorities to address ongoing challenges facing health workers, improving staff welfare and motivation. Systematic challenges in health sector may persist despite the new restrictions.
Well, first and foremost, I would like to appreciate the spirit behind the executive order by the HE, because I understand the spirit behind the HE is to address this malpractice that is there. However, the order somehow fails to address the root cause of the problem.
Meanwhile, political analyst Caesar Kondowe has commended President Mutharika for what he described as a strong commitment to reform and accountability in public institutions, noting that the directive could set a precedent if effectively implemented.
Indeed, the challenge of collecting money from the poor who wants to attend free health services becomes a challenge. I'm very sure that if all Malawians can hold hands and support the president in this directive, it will really bring sanity in the hospitals.
The development marks a significant milestone in ongoing effort to reform Malawi's public healthcare system and restore trust among citizens who rely on government health services.
And that story from Malawi brings us to the end of our bulletin. See you at the other side of the studio for Nicorada, of course, with me, Elias Muchina. Goodbye for now.